went to the doctor today for a physical, first physical in literally 15 years, and it reminded me of the time I was a fake doctor for 7 minutes. Started college, I was convinced that I wanted to be either a journalist, a zoologist, a geologist, or a doctor. Obviously, plans changed. My first week of school, I applied for this volunteer position at a hospital that was downtown. Interview went great, the process went great, and right as I think we're going to be done, the person that I'm interviewing with says, one of the nurses that you'd be working with is on call right now. If you want to shadow her around to kind of get a feel for what it might be like, you can do that. Which I obviously jumped at the opportunity, because what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? First patient we see was this middle-aged man who was very, very nice and had been complaining about pain in his head. Sent him up to the scans and whatever, and I don't know what happened, and here's why I don't know what happened. As the second patient we see is this 82-year-old woman laying in her hospital bed, and she had been talking about how she was having chest pains. A couple minutes go by, and she's talking to us and looking between me and the nurse, and looking at me far too much, because I am no one. I'm a nobody here. I'm worse than a nobody. I'm arguably a trespasser. And the nurse that I'm with gets a page. Obviously, I'm like, I'll go with you. And she goes, no, I'll be right back. It's going to be 30 seconds at most. I'm going to be right over there. It's across the hall. I'll be able to see you. You can see me. It'll be fine. I'll be right back. And I'm convincing myself that nothing's going to go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. She walks away, and the moment that she is out of earshot and out of eyeshot, this 82-year-old woman looks at me. She says, you look very young to be a doctor. For some unknown reason, instead of being like, I'm not a doctor, because I frankly thought it was pretty obvious that I'm not a doctor because I was 18, I instead said, no, actually, I'm 53 years old, ma'am. I eat a lot of vegetables. I said that. I said, I'm 53 years old, and I eat a lot of vegetables. She glances down the hall to the nurse that you can see, but who is clearly not paying attention, and then she looks back at me, and she says, well, you know what they say. When the nurse is away, the kittens will play. And then she winked at me. She winked at me. She said the kittens will play, and then she winked at me. And after about 15 seconds of me being frozen to the ground, the nurse that I was with across the hall called my name. It's like, Dylan, never mind, it's going to be a little bit. Come here. Still frozen. I am like, I have to go, ma'am. And I walked back over to the nurse, and she can tell that I was obviously flustered, and she was like, are you okay? And I said, I don't know. I will be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. And I didn't go to the bathroom. I went out the front doors, and I never came back. I got the volunteer position, and I never returned the call because I don't even meow.